Hi everyone. Today is my May 2025 competition review. So first off is Fast Cat. We only ran 25 miles per hour for the first one. The ground was really boggy, so I think she had to get used to her footing because this one was once again in the high 27 mile per hour again. I don't remember the exact speeds, but it was 27, almost 28. Then after that, we did some agility run-throughs hosted by my kennel club. It's a lot of fun. I've met a lot of really cool people who I wouldn't have met otherwise, and it was good for me because I've been getting out less and practicing at home more for agility, and the thing I've noticed is she doesn't give what she gives in a public setting, because where I have my agility stuff set up, I don't always train. So that's one thing I really need to do. I need to set up a designated training area. But obviously she's still giving her 100% here and really having a good time and staying focused on me. So that's really what matters. But it's difficult to practice when how we practice isn't how we compete. We also have been struggling with the slippery floors, which is, once again, because I haven't been getting out as much recently. It's been since last year that we were on a floor like this, consistently, so I'm very glad that I've been getting out with her. And we've been doing an agility class here too. I just don't record that. But, yes. So, here's the biggest competition in the area for me. This is the Cornerstone Ice Arena Agility Competition hosted by my kennel club. It happens twice a year. And this is time to beat. Even though we NQ'd in this one, I'm still super proud. This one is probably my favorite run. It was so speedy, it was so quick. Of course we had to knock a bar. That's all we did, was just knock a bar. There was no off course, no refusals, just a bar knocked. There we go, look at that save. And then this one was my worst run, the novice standard. Basically, I babysat her too much at the weaves that she didn't need. She's a border collie. I can give her a million miles of space and she'll do it. I have no idea why I babysat her the way I did.
Oh, damn it.
I don't even care about the knocked bar. That's something, like I said, she got it out of her system after this. The only other knocked bar we had this weekend was because I got in her way. But what was I doing right there? I could have sent her in. What am I doing? I should have been so far ahead of her. Look if I was in front of that jump, I could have caught her no problem. That was all my bad.
She got called for refusal.
Ugh. So frustrating.
Nice job!
Nice.
34-12.
And then novice jumpers with weaves. This was our first cue in jumpers with weaves. Our first ever cue. Typically by the end of the day, my brain is fried. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have very high expectations for myself in jumpers with weaves because it's so quick. There's no pauses and my poor little brain just cannot keep up. But man, this run was so speedy. And honestly, for me, in a lot of ways, the novice courses are more difficult because I have to do a lot more running than, like, for time to beat. There's a lot more standing in place and more technical things. But this is just down, back. Hopefully I keep up with my dog. And I did. So that was our first ever cue for jumpers with weaves. I'm so proud. And then after that, we had novice standard the next day. And we actually queued this time. And we got a new title. We got our first ever agility title. I'm so happy. Basically, my expectation for this was I want to get a cue in jumpers with weaves. That's my goal. It was just cue for the first time as jumpers with weaves.
Oh, he couldn't hold on either.
We did it. And I don't have an agility table, so it's been months since we practiced table. I'm not upset that she slid off of it. The table will go away after open. That's no big deal. But look at that.
Come on, baby.
I'm so happy we got a new title. I was not expecting to do that in this big of a competition. Also, the judge was incredible and was a little iffy with men. And when we took a picture, she remembered that he measured her, I think. Like, she's gotten a lot better, but if something kind of spooky happens and she remembers it, then she has zero business with the person. And afterwards, he gave her cheese, he had her do some tricks, and then she was being so silly. So silly, in fact, that she was getting the zoomies, wrapped her leash around her leg, and fell on her face. But I cannot say enough good things about this judge. Oh my gosh. But then Fast is just one of those competitions. It's a filler competition. But we did it. We got another cue. So we need 2 more cues in jumpers with weaves.
Nice.
We need 1 more
22:33.
cue in
Congratulations.
Fast, and we need, I don't know how time to beat works, but the first time we ever did time to beat, we got first place, which was pretty cool. And time to beat is probably my favorite because it's a difficult enough course, but there's less rules. And Fast is probably my least favorite competition because even though you build your own course, there's so much math involved, and I just can't. And then that knocked bar, I was in front of her way, and she was trying to avoid me, so I'm not upset that she
Nice
knocked that
job! 1767.
bar. So I'm very proud.